You know, he's really he's shameless in intellectual argument. He's absolutely without character or moral foundation or even intellectual substance.
Going to also talk about the Radio National's top 100 books of the 21st century.
Yes, we were.
So here, this is a very Australian-focused episode, but here in Australia, our public broadcaster, Radio National, has, they did a democratic vote with their listeners as to what are the top 100 books of the 21st century. So the number one is Boy Swallows Universe by Trent Dalton. I don't know if you've read this.
I watched the show based on it.
I watched the show too, yeah.
Show was all right.
Yeah, the show was fun. But really?
Yeah, I know. And it's from like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Like
that's the thing as well that I noticed in all of the top 10. So we've got, I'll see if I can find them. There's
The
Book Thief, A Gentleman in Moscow. Don't even know that. I've never heard of that.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
All the Light We Cannot See. Lessons in Chemistry. I probably should say the authors too. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus.
Bonnie Garmus. What a name.
Yeah. 6 Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. I've heard of that one. Dictionary of Lost Worlds by Pip Williams. 8 Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. Heard of her. 9, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I've heard of her. And 10, Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. I've heard good things about Hilary Mantel, actually. But,
there's a copy of Wolf Hall in this house.
Amazing.
And I've seen this TV show.
Yeah.
But the rest, like I've heard of The Book Thief, and I think I've even read a Marcus Zusak book when I was young.
Yeah. So all of these, okay, so let's set it up, actually. Because Radio National, who would you say mostly listens to Radio National?
Like 65-year-old like ladies.
Boomer women.
Yeah, who work in the city.
Yeah. So that's the audience that they've surveyed. And what I find really fascinating about this is maybe it's that all the boomer women are going through dementia or something like this. But like the top 10, for instance, are all within the last 10 years, probably, like maybe stretching it out a little bit to 15. So it's like we've been in this century for 25 years now, and they think it started like 10 years ago. So
or they think all of the best shit ever was only just started getting made.
Yeah. And that is actually, now that you say that, that is such a boomer mentality, because like boomers love the newest gadget.
Yeah.
They love the newest thing. So it's just like, it's a very strange list, especially the top 10, but it makes sense if that's the kind of demographics. They broke it down as well in terms of the demographics, who voted for what. So the voters by gender were 75% female.
And they 17% male, and then they've got non-binary, not stated. Is 2 and 6%.
Yeah, and
New South Wales and Victoria are the highest states.
Of course, yeah. And then they had, in terms of, they broke it down by under 35 and 36 plus in terms of votes. So it was the 36 plus people who mostly voted for Boy Swallows Universe by Trent Dalton, and the under 35s mostly voted for The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Not surprising to me. But all this sort of shows to me is the audience of the ABC, essentially, like older boomer women who read the same sort of book.
Yeah.
And all of those books are in the top 10.
They only get their books from the little libraries on the street.
Yeah, and or recommendations from ABC's The Book Show, which is the most milquetoast thing you could ever listen to.